little checklist to take away, and then we'll get into some Q&A. First and foremost, if you do anything after this, step one would be find out what your energy budget is. I.e., what are your energy needs right now? Right? Who's got a mortgage in this room? Hands up. Right? When you went to the mortgage advisor, one of the first things he or she done was, what's your budget? Because I'm not giving you anything until I know your budget. I know you can afford it. Right? So all you're doing here is finding out what your own calorie or your energy needs are and going, well, I need to know my budget first and foremost to know if I can have a little bit of this or a little bit less of this or I can do more of this. Okay? So hang around what your budget needs to be for a bit until you know what it is. Then pack that budget with mostly nutrients. Right? So you know what healthy food is. I'm not going to lecture you on apples and fruit and vegetables and good sources. You know what that is. Put as much as that in your diet as possible. Right? No matter what diet train you're on, pack it with nutrients. When you pack it with nutrients, make the environmental adjustments to make your budget work, which means looking at the 3 places you consume nutrition most: home, workplace, social environment. Whatever's going on in those environments are dictating, as I said, what you're eating and consuming now. Have a look at those environments and ask yourself that question. Am I making it easier for myself to adopt a healthy approach consistently, or am I making it harder? And if the answer is harder, guess what you need to do? Tweak the changes, make the environments easier. Just a kind of a slight caveat on that, something that I definitely work for me is, and it mightn't work for you, but I know for a fact if I didn't do the online shop and I didn't set that up, I would probably buy more unhealthy stuff in the supermarket. I'm not saying you can't go to the supermarket, but by setting up my environment and knowing what foods are going to be in my house weekly, guess what? I naturally probably eat healthier food. Not because I want to, it's because it's set up in an automated system. So my environment is dictating my nutrition for next week, and the week after. Now that may or may not work for you, but that's an example of getting my environment working for myself, okay? Adjust, adapt, or tweak based on the outcome. So how are you feeling? Are your stats going the right place? Do you need to adjust? Do you need to tweak it or not? Make it outcome based. Depending on what happens, make it outcome based. And have patience. Nutrition is a never-ending road, right? Like, you don't just eat healthy for a couple of weeks and think to stay healthy for the rest of your life. So you're going to have patience anyway. So allow yourself that patience in advance.